Hi guys, welcome to the Google Cloud platform deployment. We are going to deploy Springboot Microservice into Google Cloud platform, and we have designed a beautiful UI and a MongoDB database access, and then we are going to deploy into Google Cloud platform with the free tier option. Thank you guys. Let's get into the session. Hi guys, welcome to the Spring Boot deployment into Google Cloud Platform. So very high level, I'm going to create a microservice using Spring Boot, and I'm going to build a UI with a Spring Boot theme library, and then I'm going to access the database access using MongoDB, right? So first we have a template. I have the template. If you see the template, this is a template organic food uh, website. So if you see this website's homepage index.html, so this is currently this is a static HTML file. So I'm going to convert it into dynamic HTML, and then when I click this vegetables or fruits, it should get fruits. If I click vegetable, it should fetch the vegetables. So this is what the dynamic sites will do. So after this I'm storing the data into the MongoDB vegetable and fruits, and then these pages are hosted in the Spring Boot static folder for images and everything, and then I'm going to deploy this, packing this as a Docker image, and then deploying into Google Cloud using GKE. I'm going to deploy that, and then we'll see the page. Okay, let us do that now. I'm going to create a project, Spring Boot project. So I'm going to Spring Boot initializer as I did in previous session. Spring Boot initializer. Let's do that. I have built the projects. Now these are the dependency added: MongoDB, Spring Web. So I'm not using any producer microservice. I'm using only consumer microservice, and I hosted all the HTMLs, all the UX logic, everything, including MongoDB. So it's only single microservice which is hosting the database and database access, and then all HTML theme leaf libraries, right? So the UX I have designed in that only, same microservice. And Lambo, right, is for dynamic header and setter will generate. So we don't need to, in the bean class, we don't need to give getter setter, just only member variable, it will automatically generate. That's the reason I'm using Lambo. Now I'm going to import this project. I have already extracted. I'm going to import this project. Existing name projects, browser, C drive, Spring Boot student innovation. Folder is here. I'm hosting that Google Cloud. Click finish. So now this project is imported, and we can go and remove the test class we don't need, right? So we will remove the test class. I have removed the test class, and then test class here also will remove this test class. Test class will take more time, as I mentioned in the previous video. Test class will take more time, so for building the application, so we are removing that. Now I'm going to this Spring Boot innovation, these HTMLs, right? These are the HTMLs. I'm going to place the CSS, image, JS, okay, lib and ACS, all this folder. This HTML templates I just downloaded from the internet, so you can just copy this, all the static except HTMLs. You can copy all CSS, image, lib, everything you can copy and put it into this folder, put it into the static folder. Google Cloud, where is the static folder? So resources, under resources you can copy that, paste it, so that everything is hosted. See, all CSS, images, and then JS and lib and everything is hosted, right? So now after that we need only, we are not going to all these HTML files, we are not going to all this HTML file. We are going to copy only index.htmls. We are going to fragment the index.html. So you open this this already I showed that video how to build a theme life library UX. So this is a page, right? I'm just going to here header, I'm going to split which part. This is one of the header. So header is one page, and then the body content is another page. Body content is another fragment, another fragment, and then footer is another fragment. header one fragment, footer one fragment, and body is another fragment. So I have already did this. So I think these projects I have already did. We will copy that. That's fine. Same thing only we are going to do. So I'm just going to copy templates. It's hosted in the fragments. So top name page actually. Top name means when I go to here I can show you where is the top name. This is the top name. This top name separate page, separate HTML. So Themelet is a HTML template engine which will render dynamically UI in Spring Boot, right? So we are not using any React.js or Node.js. We are using Spring Boot theme library, okay, for building the UX design, right? So what I am doing is now I am just copy this and I'm going to this Google Cloud. I'm going to create fragment under resource directory template. We have to go to template directory, create fragments, and I'm just pasting all fragments I have pasted, like footer page will be there. Everywhere when you are doing this, we need to copy this th fragment footer name, and this we have to copy the first tag, div tag or head tag anywhere. So this is a footer, so I added this tag. Now other than nothing is required. This is the integration for Themeleaf library, th fragment. This is a footer. So the header also same way. Once copy the content header and add this th fragment equal to header and this is XML. And then like that we have to go here. We have to main content also same way. We have to go there and th fragment here we have to div tag, we have to add this. Other than that rest all same, we just copy paste, that's it. And top name also we added. So top name, body, top name of the name, top name, and then the XML ls tag. That's it. So now after that we are going to copy the header. Where is the header? We are going to layout. We are going to design the layout. We need to include all these pages, right? Header, footer, body. So all these things we need to include. That's the reason I'm going to give home page. Let's say here I already created, right? So let's say I'm going to create a home page. Under template I'm going to create home page homepage.html. Now created. Now I copy this content. What I am doing is here, if you see this layout, XML layout, this tag you need to add. This is a Spring Boot theme library, and replace fragments. I think it should be fragments, right? Home page, put yes, fragments, header, header, top name, header, main content, and footer. This is a layout. The layout, top layout, header, top name, next main content, and then footer. So this is a way we have to design our layout in Spring Boot theme library, right? So when I are entering this page, it will display that, right? Now I have placed this HTML. Now if you see this page, we can load this page when I calling this controller, it will automatically load that. I'm going to create a controller, right? So when I go there, this page has to be loaded, this home page. What we need to do for that, we need to create a controller, Spring Boot controller. I'm going to create a controller now. Create class Cloud4 Academy controller. If I see this controller here, I'm just going REST annotation, REST controller. That's it. Now controller is added. Now I'm going to what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this. I have added it in the logic. So controller, I'm going to write controller. Yeah, this is a controller logic. I'm going to write home page controller. So I'm going to put here home page controller. So what it will know, it will call when I hit home page or backslash, it will come to this controller, and this controller will have the access of that. Okay. So this is the home page, and what I am listening this controller will do, I will explain. REST control annotation, and then method we have to model view. This is a view we are going to display. When I am hitting the home page, localhost HTTP localhost colon 8080 and then slash home, it will come to this page, this controller. This controller is a model view. We are building that model view object, and model view object it should go to home page. Home page means where is the home page? This is the home page, not HTML. We can put only home page, right? If you put home page, it will, you can see this is the home page, right? So no, sorry, no, I'm running, sorry, here this, where is this page actually? Source, resources, and home page dot HTML. We remove the HTML and only put home page. Then this home page will automatically display. Yes, which home page? This home page, because we are hosted this HTML, right? This layout, this HTML page will get loaded when you are calling this home page. View, set view home page. So if you see this home page, header, footer, name, and main content, everything will be there. Now I'm going to start the server. I'm going to start the server. I'm going to start the server, right? So once I started the server, I'm going here, I'm going to click here HTTP colon localhost 8080, I guess, home, sorry, you have to put home, it's not coming. So what is the port number? You have to see the port number, 8080 port number, nothing is coming. Fragments, spell is correct. Fragment spell mistake. Spell mistake here. G is coming, right? Fragment, spell mistake. Fragments. Copy this, fix this. Okay, we put that, and then the Cloud Academy REST controller home page. This is the home page, right? So now I'm going to restart the server because there's a spell mistake in the fragment folder name, so I just corrected. Now we are going to hit the home page again. I'm going here, I'm going to hit the home page. The home page is not coming, so what is the error? We'll see. I'm going to climb to the driver from the initialize. So this controller is not getting called, I guess. This controller. Oh, sorry. I think we are not created a controller. Controller created or not? I close all those things. It's confusing. Create code controller. Home page. Home. Okay. So I'll just put the log, whether it will call or not, we'll see. Logger.info controller called. We'll see whether control is called or not. Home page. Footer, header. Okay. Application or property, we are not added anything. So what you can do is, you can add the port number is 8081. Port number. Not it's not a port number issue. I think some minor issues. We'll see that. Google Cloud started 8081, right? 8081. Localhost 8081 started. Page is not calling this control itself. Localhost colon 8081 slash home. Control called. Okay, control is calling. Control is calling. I will fix it. What is the issue? I think there are a couple of mistakes. One is this dependency are not added. One is
the theme leaf dialect and the theme leaf starter dependency. These two dependency I have not added, so I'm going to include these two dependencies. I have already added, but for your information I'm going to add again. So I just close this project so that you're not confused. So now I'm going here, add the dependency. Springboot theme libraries are now I added actually. So Springboot dialect. So adding two dependency. One is Springboot starter theme leaf, and another one is Springboot dialect. So these two dependency we have to add. Another one is here the spell mistake fragment name I added correct folder name in the home page, so that fragment should be there, and main content colon and then main content. This is the right format. We have to give right format this for the layout. So if we done this everything, then we can what we can do is we can restart that. So now I'm going to start the server. So I'm just going to start. So only correction is dependency added, and then this fragment main content colon then main content we have to add, the right format we have to add. So if you add these things, it will be good, right? The main content, it has to be like that in the whole layout, and these are the fragments, footer and then header, as I mentioned, right? You have to give that. Now you can go here, port number is 8080, and I am going to type http localhost 8080 home, typing. So 8081 I guess, 8081, yeah, sorry, what happened, http localhost 8081, not 8081, 8080 I guess. What happened again? What is the reason? Exit might not available, might not exist. Okay, I'm going here, home page, main content fragment, and here application or property 808, let's say I'm into 8082. Now the things added. No, why is not coming? Fragment, okay, this is also fine. Let's see now what will happen. 8082, so here 8082 localhost 8082 is still is error. What is error? Resolving template. Let me fix this once again. Yeah, and I think now it will work, because I just corrected fragment folder name automatically renamed actually fragments, and footer is everything same, footer header no changes, only templates. If you go here, header footer, it will be like that. You need to include all the pages, main content, this is a layout, right? Footer, main content, top name, and then so I started the server. I'm going to start the server. So the error is just renaming the folder is renaming, and another thing is dependencies are included, starter theme leaf and layout dialog. Now I think it will work. http localhost 80 home. So this is a way we have to work. 802 I guess, 802. Yeah, now it's coming, right? Now the dynamically we hosted in Springboot Apache server, Tomcat server, and it will down microservice, and it's coming. So there is only one microservice, which is consumer microservice, only one microservice where I hosted all this UI logic, and then it will accessing, creating the controller, and then creating the template framework, theme leaf, and calling this home via controller. Now this template is calling. See, template is calling. So we are going to integrate other things like now currently I think this this is a home page. So this is a way we can include. Now we are going to access the database access. How we can access? When I click fruits means it should come fruits, and vegetable means it should come vegetables. So database logic I am going to write. For that we are going to create a database object and everything, and we can see that. Okay, let's see that. I just copied some more HTML so in the home page, so that I think it's missing now. I'm just getting the home page. So because if you see this template, you can see this fresh template, vegetable, fruits, vegetables. So this will display so we are going to write a logic only vegetable, click vegetables. If you click fruits, it should click fruits, it should show. If you click fresh, it should show fresh. Hi. So we have completed so the UI logic. Now I have we have hosted the HTML and we saw that, right. Now I have written the database logic. So this database logic will if you see this HTML, it will fetch the data from the MongoDB. When I click this, this is HTML template, right? If you see this, where is it? If you see this vegetables, fruits, fresh, there are 3 categories I created, and data is these are the data, price, info, and everything I created. If you see the MongoDB, you can see you can see the fresh tomato category type is vegetable. So like that, category vegetable, price, image URL, category, product type, product description, product name, and product type. So I have created this is NoSQL database, so it's a JSON structure, key value pair, right? So we have created that this data, fresh fruits and vegetables. So these categories I have created few products. So now I'm going to show the high level what are the changes. This is in my local MongoDB. Before going to the Google Cloud Platform, I just tested in my local. So I just try to show the code in the high level. So first I have written the product repository. So this product repository interface is the extend the MongoDB repository, and then 2 queries I written, find all and find all by. So if you pass the category, it will return the products, right? So and then I'm going to client service. So client service nothing but it is calling the middle layer, it is calling the database access layer to return the get the product details. So I created the entity for the table. We need to create entity, right? So this entity I created, document type is products. Product is a table. These are the properties persisted in the database: product ID, product name, price, image URL, category, product type, and product description, right? And then bean, this is for database logic. So we have to return the database logic, right? Sorry, UI logic. So we have written this. And then finally controller. If you go to controller, I have written this model view, object return type, method name. So these are the endpoints we are using. So this once you enter the database value, and then we are setting in the bean, so that front end we are setting this object in the front end variable. This will be rendered into the UI. So now this is what the controller I have written the logic. Now I'm going to home page, I mean main content, where we are entering the content. This is the logic actually. So I have written the UI logic, theme leaf library tag, the each colon each means for each tag which is rendering the list actually. Product data is a list, this is a product is a variable, then variable name dot image URL, price, product name, everything we are displaying that. So these are the writing UI logic I have written it, right, using Springboot theme library. And then if you go here, these are hyperlink href th colon href, and then vegetable, fruits, fresh. That these are the UI logic I have written. Now I'm going to start the service. Now I'm going to start the service. Now I'm going to start the service. I started that. So service load started. So if you see this UI logic, right? So now I'm going to start that. If I food, I'm going to click home /home. So now page is loaded. If you see this, vegetables are coming. If you click vegetables, it's fetching from the database and displaying all the vegetables. See, these are the vegetables. These values are dynamically coming from the MongoDB database. It's in a local MongoDB database. Fresh tomato, everything it will display. If you see fruits, it will display fruits. These are the fruits. If you display fresh means it will display all the fresh items. See, chili and everything. It is displaying. So this is what we have done as part of this demo. And now we are going to create an image, Docker image, and then we are going to deploy into the Google Cloud Platform using Kubernetes cluster, GKE, right? So let us do that. Before that, we need to replace some of the UI some of the obsolete path, actually complete path we have to HTTP localhost replace with the obsolete path, and then deploy, creating the image, Docker image, and then deploy into the Google Cloud Platform. Okay, thank you guys. Hi, I'm going to create a Docker image. So I'm going to start the Docker Docker my local to build a Docker image. So run as administrator. I'm just started. Actually, I have pushed all the data to cloud hosted MongoDB so that we can deploy our microservice in the Google Cloud and then access into uh, MongoDB database, cloud hosted database, right? So I have copied this Docker file. So because to build a Docker file is we need, right, to image a Docker file. So if I open a Docker file, so this is a Docker file. Base image I take 17 JDF Alpine, and then the jar name which we build, and then custom jar, name of the jar we are going to use, right? I'm going to build a jar now. So I'm going to rebuild a jar. I'm going pom.xml, uh, run as maven package. So this will run that. So I'm going to then I'm going to target directory. I'm going to build a image, right? So I'm going to target directory. Now the images are now the jar is building and creating. Let us see, jar is created. Yeah, build is going on. Yeah, the build is success. So jar is created and Docker is started. Here you can see the icon Docker is started. I'm going to command prompt. I'm going to command prompt and log in as administrator cd target directory cls docker build dot minus t gcp best student academy. Just enter it. It will build the image. Now it's building the image, and then we will tag the image so that we can push it to the Docker hub, right? So Docker images, we put images, we list out all images. We can copy this images, we can take the images. So this is the Cloud Academy image ID I'm giving, and then I'm going to Docker tag image ID, and then I'm going to copy the name of the image, GCP Best Student Academy, and then you can see the Docker ID / Docker image name :v1, tagged it, and I'm going to push the image. I'm going to push this image into repository. Push. It is pushing now. I'm going to copy this image. Docker is pushing to Docker Hub so that we can deploy into the Google Cloud, right? And I'm going to open Visual Studio. So where the deployment scripts are created, I'm going to open that deployment script. So yeah, so this is a deployment. Now the Docker image is build is going on. So it's building. So it will take some time. So in the meantime, we are going to look into the build script. So this is a script, it's a deployment script for Kubernetes script, deployment, and then GKB service name, replicas only one replica since it's a testing, and then copy the image name. Image name is this Student Academy, Best Student Academy image. This is push to Docker, and port number, IP port number is would be whatever we port Tomcat is started, same port number I'm giving here. This is a service, right? So this is a file which you are going to deploy to run our microservice, right? To deploying to our microservice, we need to run this script in the GKE Kubernetes cluster in Google Cloud Platform, right? So still image is going on. It will take some time. In the meantime, I'm going to start GCP Google Cloud Platform. I started. I logged into Google Cloud with my Gmail account. It will ask some detail like bank account, net banking, or you can give the credit card details. So that once during the registration, and then I'm going to click console. So we'll see this in the meantime. Yeah, image is built. Image is pushed to Docker Hub. Now that image is I updated here in the script, and then I'm going to close here. I'm going to create a projects. I'm going to create go to on the top of the page, click drop down, and then new projects. Here I can put Cloud 4 Academy hyphen Arivalan. I just put Arivalan. Click create button. It will create. So this will take some time, so let us wait. Yeah, file is created. I'm going to drop down on the left hand side, click Kubernetes and then cluster, clicking cluster. It's loading and then enable. Here GKE we need to enable, right, Kubernetes. So I'm going to enable this. This will take some time. Let us wait for some time. Now it's started. I'm going to cluster. I'm going to cluster, click cluster and then create. It will create a script. I'm naming it GCP Cloudflare and then I'm clicking create. So this will take some time. It will take 10 to 15 minutes. Let us wait. Yeah, cluster is created. So it's autopilot mode. So there are two modes actually, autopilot and standard. Standard modes we can set up how many CPU you want, what is the memory size and how many nodes you want we can set up. But autopilot is something is managed version. So we can manage it server, we can manage it cluster. So it will automatically taken care of everything, right? So now I'm going to connect this cluster. Right click on that, connect. I'm going to run Cloud Shell. Okay. Cloud Shell, we can run it. It will take some time to open that Cloud Shell. Let's wait. Yeah, click enter. Now it will ask for authorization. So we need to click authorize and it will do authorize based on our project. And then now we are going to deploy the script. This is the script. I'm going to select all. There is a nano editor in this VM, nano editor. We can give nano cloud best academy dot YAML. We can edit this and we can paste this script and Control X, Shift Y. It will save it. Once saved, and we have to now we are writing kubectl apply minus script name, copy and paste it. So now it will deploy this into the Kubernetes cluster. Now we have set up the GKE cluster. Using GKE we are setting the cluster in autopilot mode. Now it's deployed. We are going to check any pods are running. It will take some time actually because get PO, it will take some time. Yeah, it's pending. Let's see happen. Still pending. So we can see the logs also. Logs. You can see the logs. Copy and paste that. Nothing is displayed. Let us see what will happen. Still pending. So I will check the image. Maybe this image issue. So I will log into Docker Hub and I will check that whether this images exist or not. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to Docker Hub. Click this. I think space is there. That's why it's not. No space, right? No space. Version number. And then copy this image here. I think space is there. Image 2 space is there. I don't think so. That could be an issue. Anyway, I'm just making some changes. Services. Just renaming that so that it will not give any cost problem. This because this service name already deployed. So I'm just renaming that. Load balancer GKE everywhere. Save it, and I'm going to remove this deployment. Delete. I'm going to delete this. Delete. So this will be deleted. Deployment will be deleted. Now again I'm going to nano. Like I put my name Hariwalagan. C.yml. I'm copy this script again. Going here. Nano editor and paste that. Control X. Shift Y. It will be saved. And then again I'm going here. Kubectl kubectl apply -f. Let us see now it's deployed or not. Yeah, it's deployed. It will take some time. Let's check. Get PO. Get PO. Yeah, now it's creating, because maybe the services I already used these service names, right? These service names. That's why I renamed this GKS, GCP services. Yes, I added. So that's the reason the script is it was not deploying properly. So I renamed this again. I rename it all the data, because the same script I'm using for other projects as well. I think now it's up actually. Yeah, start running. We can check if kubectls are running or not. So go to logs. We can go to the logs and then copy this and paste it. This started. So we will see clear. It will still started. We will wait for that. Still starting. Term card version. And we are connecting MongoDB Atlas. So that is not started still. Let us wait. Yeah, now MongoDB Atlas also started, I guess. Yeah, now it started server. Now kubectl get svc. It will get the service name. Get svc. It will display the service name. And now svc describe svc and svc name. Copy and paste it. Copy and paste this. It will describe the service name, and this is a load balancer, ingress, endpoint, everything is created. So now we have to take load balancer and ingress. This is a load balancer URL. This URL you have to take copy, and then going to here http colon localhost, sorry, not localhost, sorry, IP address colon 8081/home. Now we enter, it will load that page. You'll see, I think so. Now it's loading. See, organic, the pages are loading. See, now it's coming. See, same look is coming. Now the pages are loading. Papa, see, this is running in the Google Cloud platform. So this is the way we have to run this. And you can see vegetable. If we click vegetables, it will display all the vegetables. So it's fetching from MongoDB and then display the data, dynamic data. It's loading, reloading that. Takes some time. Yeah, it's loading. Take the data. See, all the vegetables is displaying. If you want fruits, you can display. Click fruits. It will display the fruits. 3 fruits are the display. So this is the way we have to deploy our microservice into Google Cloud platform. Okay, very high level, creative projects, and then enable the Kubernetes cluster, enable the GKE, and then using GKE creating a cluster, and it will create the cluster and then connect it, and kubectl commands, and you are deploying the scripts, and then we can access the page, and we can go to the load balancer. This way we need to access our load balancer, right? So this is a load balancer URL. Load balancer ingress, this is URL. We need to IP address. We need to copy that, right? Now I'm going to delete the deployment. If I don't need, I can get deployment. Yeah, copy this, and we can delete the deployment. If you don't want, we can delete the deployment. So now when you have tested, right, delete. Now delete deployment. If you access, it will be deleted. Now if you access the page, it will not work. It will not work because we deleted the deployment, right? And so this is keep loading. It will not work anyhow. So it will keep loading, but this will not work. Now I have done it. I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to disconnect this, delete. I'm going to delete this. It's asking the cluster. I'm going to delete the cluster. Yeah, cluster is deleted. So this is the way we need to deploy our microservice into Google Cloud. Thank you for watching, listening, guys. Let's looking forward to join our Cloud 4 Academy. Thank you.